J.E.V.B fighting versus the Bleblemlic. I don't know who's the one who should be feeling scared here, but I know that what I'm feeling is excited, because man do I love seeing some Bleb. I am a definite Bleb enjoyer, I'll tell you that. But right now, already gonna be able to show off some of the mastery on this character as Bleb just continue to rack up so much early damage.
Yeah, but I don't think you should feel happy for Bleb, because the issue is he's fighting Eliana, and Eliana is a demon in mixing up. To be fair, he has such a Eliana has such a versatile kit. She can turn everything into quite advantageous outcome. And
oh my god! Eliana might be able to turn everything into an advantageous outcome, but Bleb, off of the straight hit, gonna be able to confirm straight into the kill. Cannot believe how quick that turnaround was. And right now, J.E.V.B looking to make that reversal with the up airs, but not gonna be able to do it just yet. Fully overheated, just looking for some kind of opening, as Bleb able to rack up as much extra credit as possible.
And it seems that I was wrong indeed, because Bleb managed to have an excellent recovery and managed to easily take out Eliana in the aerial fighting, but 178 and he's still not out, which means he's definitely something to fear for J.E.V.B.
Yeah, I mean, J.E.V.B is definitely in a lot of trouble here, 102% and counting on the Eliana. And, you know, I was talking to some of my Eliana friends the other day, and they were saying that extra credit doesn't really mean as much for Eliana, because usually you're looking to just zero to death your opponent regardless. Meanwhile, on the side of Hodan, this extra credit means so much. J.E.V.B is in so much trouble here. Up B going to be able to take stock number 2. Bleb is still immortal.
The charge of
oh my lord!
What? Hang on, what?
Yeah, that was the new Monkey Copter tech coming on out, where you do a neutral B as you fastball on your double jump, and you get a bunch of extra height on that. It's a very specific tech that came out very recently, but it also shows you that Bleb is no slouch in learning these new things.
And it seems he's going to be very dangerous for the other players, because it seems he's already sealing J.E.V.B's fate here. Can our Eliana do a comeback?
Yeah, I mean, Eliana is definitely one of those characters that have the comeback potential, but right now J.E.V.B just needs to break Bleb's concentration, break Bleb's momentum, and hopefully, you know, if you're J.E.V.B, break Bleb's spirits, and that 4-strong gonna be able to take it to last stock. Still completely doable for Eliana. Definitely no small feat though, as right now Bleb has 114% and counting on this Ellie. Up air right off the top is always something you have to be scared of, and 80% on this monkey could mean death. And there it is, J.E.V.B with a near 3-stock comeback. Dear God, you cannot sleep on this Eliana.
You cannot. I did say it, and I stand my case. Eliana can turn everything into an advantage. The fact that he managed to come back very quickly and take the stock on this last one with a very quick 0 to death shows that you can't just DSP someone. People are always full of surprise.
People are always full of surprises, and I will say that last stage, you know, those big blast zones really helped out J.E.V.B a lot, because he was able to survive for so long. But, you know, while Bleb was also able to survive for quite a while, sealing out those early stocks is really where the Hodan tended to struggle a little bit. If you were able to seal out, you know, just a few % earlier into that Eliana, that comeback would not have been a possibility. So Spirit Tree, on the other hand, with its incredibly close blast zones, should be just fine.
And we're both are almost at 100, and there is no stock yet. And never mind, there is actually a stock.
Yeah, I mean, right now, Bleb just looking for some kind of confirm, landing Nair into Splash Kick, not going to set up into the EX up B just yet, but down tilt charge fair should do you just fine.
And it seems that our monkey has the potential to come back as well, but he seems to be trying to get as much charge damage as possible. As it, along with his charge at B and charge helicopter, or monkey copter, he seems to be very much trying to deal like some heavy damage. Thanks to
Yeah, and he's been able to rack up quite a bit, at 91% on the Eliana. But speaking of which, J.E.V.B looking for it all, not going to be able to seal it out with that down strong, but overheating at the opportune time as Bleb just sneaking right past that up tilt.
That almost took it.
Almost took it, but landing Nair sets up for so much for Hodon here.
And it seems that our Eliana is in trouble now, thanks to his competent guarding, but is it gonna make it out? That's not sure because...
Yeah, I mean, right now the question is, can Bleb make it back to stage? You know, has no Sweat Spears available, able to touch solid ground for just a bit. Beautiful parry on that F-Strong. Oh, Ayala in a lot of trouble here, as right now Bleb just able to rack up as much damage as possible. You know, I said earlier that extra credit doesn't mean as much for Eliana as it does for other characters, which is why Bleb just needs as much damage as possible here. When you have that stock lead, you do not want to have everything pulled back from under you, just like how we saw in the last game. 180% on Bleb, monkey coptering back to the top of the blast zone as J.E.V.B more than happy to oblige with an up air to take Bleb a little further than he had bargained for.
And he tried a B charge to confirm. He's trying desperately for confirm, which shows like it seems he's trying to get desperate in terms of killing power, which is something Odin doesn't lack of. Oh well, the B that take it still, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, the uppy wasn't even charged, but J.E.V.B was not ready for that in the slightest, and right now, J.E.V.B definitely, you know, had a very strong comeback in Game 1, but in Game 2, it seems to be a little bit of the Bleb show towards the end there, and J.E.V.B lost a bit of that control.
And now we're in the famous tower.
Yeah, Tower of Heaven. We got Ide just kind of making his way through the tower at the top there is Bleb just doing his best to try to rack up as much damage as possible and not take too much in response, but the moment J.E.V.B gets a single opening, it can get so difficult.
And that's what it seems. Every first talk is like, who's gonna open the ballot? And everyone that opens the dance is the one that can easily have a strong lead. The side strong, that dealt so much knockback, but Hodon managing to get back.
Yeah, incredibly heavy character, but unfortunately not going to be able to pick up that Sweat Spirit with the neutral B, so wasn't able to keep J.E.V.B away from him as long as possible. As Bleb, right now, looking for it all, not going to be able to get that setup into the charge fair. Charge dash attack once again, sending the Ellie off stage, but into the blast zone this time. As Bleb, once again, going to be able to rack up damage. 19% and counting on the Eliana. Once you find yourself overheated, your disadvantage state gets so bad.
Yeah, because the issue being that with the overheating, any Eliana will have trouble coming back and are forced to do their up B. And being on up B, aside from like Bowser Jr.'s special ultimate, you cannot do anything. You are at the mercy of your opponent. Which is why something that is interesting, considering other characters may have like one last chance, but in that case, our Eliana, it's kind of a tricky deal.
Yeah, I mean, right now, Bleb just trying to see what possibilities lie in store. You know, you took that early stock, and right now, J.E.V.B on the back foot, taking so much damage. Once again, if you're in that overheat, your disadvantage gets so rough. But Eliana, with that 4 strong, going to be able to seal out that stock. Only 40% on this, well, rabbit. Usually snake, but the Ayala skin definitely changes things up a bit. Because right now, J.E.V.B able to make up that percent deficit so quickly.
Yep. J.E.V.B is pretty good at coming back and edge guarding. That's something I can definitely give him. The only issue I think is the fact that Odin is he's very tricky. You say he very slowly play as a monkey, just like Maple, thanks to his his gimmick.
Yeah,
And
but oh my lord, the EX up B once again going to be able to take things off the top as J.E.V.B going to be going down another game. You know, the thing is, you cannot sleep on this Eliana. We saw it in game 1, right?
Yeah.
J.E.V.B is so capable of making those comebacks, of having those absolute flashes of brilliance. It's just a matter of making things as consistent as possible. Because right now, Bleb on the back foot and taking so much damage here.
And quite curious to see them back on Tower of Heaven. I was ready to see another map coming out, but it seems that the choice from J.E.V.B was back to Tower of Heaven.
Up tilt? Oh my lord, actually just going to not be ready for the turnaround, and J.E.V.B gonna be able to take it with the up tilt alone, no follow-up needed. 81% and counting on this Eliana though. But we'll have to see just how long Bleb can keep this up.
He did.
Yeah, he managed to do it all the way until death, as J.E.V.B, while he was able to get that early kill, doesn't seem to be amounting to too much here.
That's something that also made me interested in this matchup, because I think
there it is.
There it is. Are we going to go for a game 5? Quite possibly.
It is a possibility, but both of these players at last stock. Bleb in quite a bit of control early on into the stock, but only 24% on Eliana. You cannot sleep on her. That
nobody can sleep on both, which is
and
something.
Analysis is getting pretty hard in this game so far, because both of these players are just trading blow for blow and going straight at each other, not giving us even a chance to even breathe, as Bleb, is marked by that mine, and that mine could mean death if J.E.V.B managed to get an up tilt.
Quite possible.
Oh, and the down B, up B, and Bleb gonna be able to take it 3-1 off the top. That confirm is so hard to deal with, especially as Eliana with those larger hurt boxes, right? And right now, Bleb gonna be moving on in winners, but J.E.V.B definitely gave us a strong showing. That comeback in game 1 was insane.
Indeed, and it shows that he has quite the potential to still climb up. He has a second chance, and I'm pretty sure he won't wait